Okay, shade the region that is less than 4 centimeters from C in the quadrilateral ABCD. So in this case, we need to focus on, of course, these words here where it says less than, okay, and more specifically 4 centimeters, yeah, and from C, okay. Now, in order to shade that region, the first thing we need to do is to establish all the points that are exactly 4 centimeters from C. And if we want to get the same distance from a particular point, we use, of course, the compass, and we're going to measure this out to be 4 centimeters. So if you get your ruler and open your compass and put it on 0, okay, compass pin there on 0, and then of course stretch out the compass then until you get to 4 centimeters exactly. Okay, so you can see there from above, you can see there that I've got that now to be 4 centimeters. Okay, so what I do then is I put my pin on C and I draw an arc of 4 centimeters so that it covers the whole of the inside that quadrilateral, and every point on this arc is exactly 4 centimeters from C. Now it doesn't matter if I go over the edge, that's not a problem, but when it comes to then shading in the region that is less than 4 centimeters from C, of course I need to shade in then all of this here, okay, and make it clear that we are intending everything here is less than 4 centimeters ultimately. If you're on the arc, you are exactly 4 centimeters, but we want to be less than, so everything inside there, okay? So part B then is to shade the region that is greater than 5 centimeters. So in that case, greater than means that we need to be at a further distance than 5 centimeters, and of course then it's talking about from B, okay? So again, get my compass, because we're talking about 5 centimeters from a point. Get my compass and then measure that out to be 5 centimeters, okay? So get that exact measurement, okay? Just using a ruler, make sure we are spot on there from 0 to 5, okay? And then it does say from B, doesn't it? So double check going from the right point, so from B. So put my pin on B, okay? And don't put it on the letter, put it on where the two corners there, two lines intersect there, touch rather. So we've got the point perfect, and then we'll draw an arc, okay? And remember then, every point on that arc is exactly 5 centimeters from B. In effect, we're starting to draw a circle, aren't we, with a radius of 5 centimeters to the center of B. But we want to be greater than that, so we need to shade everything outside, okay? So everything outside needs to be shaded outside, but of course within that triangle, okay? And so we make that clear there. Okay, part C then, it says two towns are 8 kilometers apart and represented by A and B below on a scale of 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer. Okay, it says our scale there. It's important we have a scale for a drawing of maps and so on and locations. Okay, so we know that every centimeter represents 8 kilometers. So then that means they should be 8 centimeters apart, shouldn't they? Let's just check if that's the case. It might not be the case, because sometimes when I print these out it doesn't come out perfectly, but let's have a look. There you go, not bad at all. Yeah, so it is about 8, isn't it? About 8. Perfect. So it should be exactly 8 there, centimeters. So it says Jamie wants to buy a house so that it is within 5 kilometers of town A. So there's town A, and we've got to be within 5 kilometers of that town there. So again, get my compass, and we will measure out 5 centimeters. Okay, on here it's already 5 from the last question. Okay, and I'm going to go 5 from A. All right. I could draw a complete circle. Okay, full circle, so that we're within 5 centimeters. Okay. I don't think I need to in this particular question, but I've got that there. So that's within 5 kilometers of town A, and then for town B, I've got to be within 6 kilometers of it, right? So get my compass, measure that out to be 6, okay? So we've got exactly 6 there, and I go then from town B, exactly 6, and I draw that there. Now, I don't really need to complete these circles, okay? It needs to satisfy both conditions. Okay, so it needs to be within 6 kilometers of town B, and within 5 kilometers of town A. So in order to satisfy both conditions, we need to be where the circles overlap. Okay, if you think about it, if I'm in there, I'm going to be within 6 kilometers of town B and within 5 kilometers of town A. I satisfy both of those conditions if I'm in there. Okay, part D says the position of 3 radio stations, A and B, from a triangle is shown below. The signal from each station can be received up to 5 kilometers away. Okay, so if 1 centimeter represents 1 kilometer in the diagram below, shade the region where none of the radio stations can be received. So what I do, of course, now I get my compass, right, and I'm going to measure this out to be 5 centimeters, yeah, because it's 5 kilometers, so I need to use that scale of 1 centimeter representing 1 kilometer, so 5 centimeters there. Let's just make sure we've gone 5 centimeters. Yeah, spot on. So 5 centimeters from B. Let's start off with B to start with. It's in the corner here, and make sure my pen is exactly there where those 2 lines cross, where the 2 lines meet. So the radio signal can go all the way within that arc there from B. Let's do A. 5 kilometers from A. So we can go within that arc there, and then let's do C. So we can go within 5 kilometers of C. So you notice then the region that doesn't get covered is this section here. Okay, so this section here is not within any arc. So that's the region that won't receive any radio signal. Okay.